as I will ever be. All right. DuoQueue podcast. Another week, another episode.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Uh, Finally got you to play Swarm this last weekend, so that was fun.
I really like Storm. Storm was fun. It was a lot of fun. We need to beat it on hard though,
Yeah, 'cause
but that is insanely hard.
it is difficult.
It is difficult. It seems doable.
It
It
is
almost seems like
quite
you have.
difficult.
I think that the times that we got closest, we had a little bit of team synergy, which I think helps.
Yeah. I think you do need some team synergy,
Yeah.
and also just getting more gold so you can get more
Yeah.
level ups and everything.
Right. Yeah.
Is
Yeah. Getting all your passive talent things leveled up, so that
yeah,
way you get more stuff. So,
yep,
but it was a lot of fun.
exactly.
I enjoyed it.
How
I actually
about you?
thought
How's it
the
been?
hard mode was a little bit more fun than the easy mode.
Oh,
To
the
be
easy
honest,
mode is just
it's
relaxing.
it's fun, but it's like the hard mode was like actually like I was sitting on the edge of my seat,
Yeah. You
like yeah,
stressful, like you actually have to
yeah,
be focusing. It's
right. Like I actually turned off the YouTube video I was watching because I was like, okay, I need to focus up. It's like, oh shoot, it actually is hard. Like so,
if you don't pay attention, you just die.
yeah. So I enjoyed that part of it.
It was good.
Um, you watched all the LCS this weekend?
I've watched almost all of the games.
Okay.
I need to go
What?
back and watch some.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on it? You
Uh,
felt like it got back to
it's
levels?
it's still. I mean, this is always the drag part of the year, right?
Oh snap! I don't know if this is like brand new. I don't know if you're going to talk about this. I just saw this, but I guess Meech is been benched.
Oh,
They brought in Tomo.
okay.
Interesting. I
I did
didn't
not
think.
hear about that, but
I
that is
thought
actually
Meech was
pretty.
actually playing pretty well, but
That's a pretty big change.
yeah, I thought Meech was playing pretty well, but I guess maybe there's something else going on. But okay,
That seems like a weird.
yeah. I mean, I think Tomo is pretty good. So,
That is very
mm,
unexpected. The
yeah.
more
Wow.
I'm thinking about it, but I guess I mean, Hundred Thieves has like had issues.
They look pretty rough this last weekend, so
Yeah,
not
they'll have
surprised.
bright moments, but there's a lot of room for growth
Yeah, yeah. So
and a need.
shoot, that's surprising. I did not expect that.
Well, there you go. Breaking
Uh-huh.
news.
Breaking news. Oh man. Okay. I'm trying.
Other breaking news. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've noticed heard of this yet, but the T1 skins
Yes. 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 I saw the faker one. It was all right.
they finally unveiled them.
I haven't
So
seen the other ones, so maybe I need to.
they're all right. They're not my favorite.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people were disappointed with them. They thought they were kind of weak. So let me take a look at them. Well, oh gosh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're not the best.
Bard one looks a little rough.
It's kind of hard to tell it's Bard.
Yeah, I thought it was Ornn for a minute,
Yeah, that's fair.
or Gragas. I'm not a big fan of the look. I think the look is eh. It's eh.
It's interesting to go more white instead of red.
Also, why does Jace look like they're all kind of like pinky white,
Yeah,
except for Jace. Jace is yellow. And it's like,
I don't know.
why? Why is he the only one?
Well, I mean, you have the prestige
But
skin.
the Prestige is blue.
Well, no, the prestige is yellow.
Oh,
His
okay.
normal is blue.
Blue is the base. Um, let's see what they look like when they're
I
in
mean,
game.
this isn't finished product too, right?
Right,
Like
yeah.
they're still going to be touching things up. They might change quite a few things if the outcry is large enough.
True. That's very
Yeah.
possible. But
In
yeah,
other
yeah.
news from this weekend, LEC Summer is finished,
Yay.
and
Wait, so that means that
G2
LEC is finished
won.
and that they're ready for Worlds?
Nope,
Ugh.
they've got another whole final thing to
Yay, a
do.
whole nother
Another whole
bracket.
bracket. If you couldn't get enough of this last bracket, then you got a whole nother one to watch. And only one thing
Woo!
has been decided, and that is G2 is going to Worlds. They are guaranteed.
Yay, so we can watch them run it down against Eastern teams.
Yes. So,
Yep.
um, I, I imagine we'll talk more about the LEC playoffs later, but
Mm-hmm.
I know we both got some strong feelings about it, as does most people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's it. Oh, gosh,
It's bad.
it's
I mean, just
bad.
to put a word on it, it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. Just
So,
so frustrating because the LEC used to be more fun than LCS to watch. I'd much rather
hmm
watch the LCS now. Like not even
yeah,
close. Like I'm honestly considering joining a lot of people in not
and
watching LEC.
boycotting at LEC
Yeah,
next
and,
year.
and just pick a different region to watch the LCK or
There
the
are two
LPL
way
or
better regions to watch, like,
shoot, even the CB LOL. Like it's tempting to watch more than the LEC.
which is very disappointing.
It is, because the LEC used to be so fun, but now it's boring. And that finals, I don't know if you want to talk about it now or save it, but
Well, we can save it, but
oof, that's all I'll say. Oof,
ugh.
just oof.
Something else that is oof
Yeah,
though.
Nidalee.
Nidalee is back.
Why?
Why?
And I feel like she's back more than ever.
They keep picking her.
They're
She
picking her
keeps showing
more.
up.
She's getting banned.
She's getting bans thrown at her. Like,
Like
they
stop.
need to stop. So
Get
I
help.
brought out the gold graph
Hmm hmm
from FlyQuest versus 100 Thieves, game one,
hmm
where FlyQuest is on Blue's side. They pick Nidalee. I believe they first picked Nidalee.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, did they? Okay, maybe they didn't first pick it, but it was first round. So one of the first three picks, they picked Nidalee. And it was just a case study on why I think we should never be picking Nidalee in the LCS.
Okay.
Inspired played it
hmm
well, had a great early game. They got up to almost a 6K gold lead, and then Nidalee the, she just couldn't contribute enough to anything for the rest of the team fights, and they lose the game because of that.
Yeah. It's such a very, to me, especially unless you're um oh my gosh, hold on. Why did my mind go blank on his name? Canyon.
Canyon,
Unless you're Canyon.
Canyon
It's
on
it's
Genji.
if unless you're Canyon, it's a very niche pick. should be a very niche pick. Like it's got to fit in a certain team comp. Like
Yeah.
Blabber looked pretty good on it. I mean, it was into 100 Thieves, so who knows if that's competition or what, but Blabber looked pretty good on it this weekend. That's like what, 2 games?
Even
It's
still,
2 games.
like I
Like
would rather he pick something else.
I think there would have been some better picks there too. Yeah.
Like I don't know what was banned, but like if you're looking for AP junglers, Zyra, Brand, Maokai, Karthus.
All up. They were not banned at all.
Okay, so yeah, they're all
Yeah.
up. Why are we going Nidalee over them? They all provide much more than
Mm-hmm.
Nidalee does,
Yeah.
because Nidalee only provides damage. That is all she
I
has.
mean, her early game pressure is really good.
She has great early game pressure, but we're in the LCS. Converting early game into a victory is difficult.
Yeah, that's true. We love to throw.
We love to throw, not as much as the LEC, but
Well,
just
talk about throwing.
talk about throwing. Jeez. Uh, what she provides in team fights compared
Okay,
to
he only played one game
what
in
else?
Italy this week. I forgot that it was NRG this week, not 100 Thieves.
Yeah,
100
100
Thieves,
Thieves was last week.
yeah. 100 Thieves played FlyQuest this week.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
And Italy got picked 2 games,
Yep.
game 1 and game 2. And the team
Mm-hmm.
that picked Italy lost.
Lost. Although Rivers in Italy was not as bad as um, Inspired's ended up being.
It's just,
It was
ugh.
still useless, but yeah.
There you go. There's one that they picked. Lilia.
Yes, I was gonna say Lilia
Lilia,
is actually a really
way
good pick
better.
right now. Yeah.
Ivern,
Ivern,
better.
Maokai even.
Maokai. Like,
There's much
they,
better
they all
AP.
just provide so much more than Nidalee does. Because Nidalee, you have to be hitting your spears.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be going in and out of the fight. It's a very high skill,
Yeah.
skirmish type of play style, and just it's disappointing. And they keep doing it. So
We can't
my
help
rant's over.
ourselves. We can't help ourselves.
It's 100%. It's something that like pops up. They'll play it in solo queue, stomp,
Mm-hmm.
or play it in scrims. They'll
Mm-hmm.
stomp, and it just never translates over to a stage game.
And they're like, it's so broken. And it's like, well, okay, well, maybe in scrims and solo queue, but
It's not broken here.
and I don't know if that's they're playing the champion differently on stage. Maybe they're not as aggressive, but either way, it's not great in pro.
It's not. And,
Mm.
but I will stop ranting because I've ranted every single time, every
I was gonna
week,
say, I think every week we've talked about Italy.
every week.
Well, they keep doing it. They literally keep doing
I
it.
was so happy after like week 1 or week 2 or whatever it was when we stopped banning and picking Nidalee in the LCS, and we're back to it.
You know what it
And I
is? You know
hate
what
it.
it is? It's which NRG actually banned it against Cloud9, which is funny. I mean, Blabber is probably our best Nidalee we got in the league.
Just because
He's
he's
actually
on
pretty good on
C9,
it.
yeah.
But like, okay, so it was uh game one, Cloud9 RNG picked or RNG NRG picked. Game two banned Shopify Dig. Game one it was banned. First ban. Um game two it was not banned or picked. Good job. Good job Shopify. They won by not picking it.
Mm-hmm.
Um picked game one, FlyQuest 100 Thieves. Picked game two,
Picked game
FlyQuest 100
2.
Thieves. It was not picked or banned. Game three, thankfully.
They learned.
They learned. Uh, game one,
Mm,
TL Immortals not picked, not banned. Game two,
and game
not
2, not
picked, not
picked, not
banned.
banned.
But
Some
still,
teams understand.
the fact that we have how many games of that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where it's picked or banned. That's too many.
Yes,
That
it
is
is.
too many games. So
It is.
That's out of 9 games. Yeah, that's for NA. That's too many games.
One
I
game is too
I,
many.
I well, I could see it like, okay, let's say you're Cloud9, you're going against NRG. NRG's kind of dog, let's be honest.
Yes.
Um, yeah, let's roll it out game one, for funds. Why not?
I mean, it's the benefit of
You're
best of threes,
you're
right?
you're better than them, you know what I mean? Like,
You're
let's
better than them.
let's
You can afford losing one
Blabbers.
game.
Let's say Blabbers popping off on it in scrims. Let's see if it's really a scrim thing or if it's actually good. I get it there. Game two, I mean, it got banned, but I still would have liked to see them go away from it, even though he absolutely ran it on Maokai. Um, he almost threw that game for them. But that's Blabber.
But just imagine if he had been Nidalee, he would have been actually
Oh,
useless
absolutely.
if he had run it down like that. He's Maokai. He still provides something.
But to be fair, he played Maokai and still he tied for deaths with Palaflux, FBI, Huhi, and Contracts. So
Yeah, not great.
they ran it down just as much as he did, but Blabber definitely likes to run it. Um, no, yeah, just don't pick. Please stop. Please stop with the Italy. Please. We beg of you.
Mm,
Actually beg of you. Stop.
actually, back.
And good news. Our top 50 players.
Yes.
You want to go first or you want me to go first?
I think you went first last time, so I can go
Sure.
first.
I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest.
I think we kind of went together,
I think we did, yeah, because we did a duo last time. So
but I'm talking about Deft.
good old Deft.
Good old Deft. He longtime player.
Mm-hmm.
He's been around since like season 3, I think.
He's been a long time. Let's see.
He's been there for a very long time. Been at the highest tier
Since
for a very long
2013.
time.
2013. So yeah, season 3.
Uh, very good AD carry. Uh, was cursed never to make it. He made it, I think, to semis once, and then couldn't make it out of quarters
Mm-hmm. Our brothers fell.
until 2022 when he was on DRX, which they eventually won.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm. That was an
he's
amazing run by that team. Holy crap.
a miracle run. That was literally a miracle run. Um, he's
Did
been
he
on
ever
a
win
plethora of
LCK?
teams.
I don't think he has ever won LCK.
I believe he has
He did.
won
2018.
LCK.
2018 when he was with
Yeah,
KT.
he was with KT, right?
They beat Griffin.
So
Yeah.
he's won domestically. He's won domestically in 2 different regions.
Mm-hmm. With
He's
EDG, he won LPL 2016. That was a really good EDG team.
It was a really good EDG team.
One of the one they made, they won MSI. That's right. In 2015, EDG.
Yes,
Because
that was the year they won MSI.
beat SKT and everybody was freaking out that SKT was Dunzo.
And here we are, 10 years
Jokes?
later.
Yeah,
They're
I was
still
gonna
not
say
done.
they're still not done.
Uh, but yeah, I mean, he's played on EDG, Samsung Blue, KT Rollster, DRX, 5 different versions of DRX because it used to be
Yeah.
King's Own Dragon X and Dragon X, and
Well,
been on Hanwha Life, Damwon, and most recently he's back to KT. Like he's been on a bunch of different teams
been on a lot
that
of
have all
teams.
been decently successful.
Hmm.
So
That's true. That's true.
very good player. I think one of the top 80 carries of all time.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's
I
just
would not say the top 80
no.
carry
That's
though.
ruler. Come on.
Yeah, but he is still up there. I would put him probably top 5 ish.
Yep. Yep. The question is, do you put him above Chovy or do we move Chovy up? So right now we have
Um,
Chovy at 5. Do we feel
yeah,
like Deft is better than Chovy, or do we feel like
I think Chovy's better
Chovy
than
deserves.
Deft.
I do too. That's why I'm like, maybe we give Chovy a little bump because I like top 5. I'm thinking 5 for Deft.
Yeah, I think 5 could work,
5.
and move Chovy up to 4.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who I would put at 3. That's the issue. Is
I do not know. I mean, maybe we just need to
I was
bump
gonna say
Chovy
Chovy
up to
might be
3.
3.
But I don't know.
I'm also like, do we bump Uzi up? Is 8 a little disrespectful to Uzi? Because I feel like Uzi's got to be pretty close as far as him and Deft.
Yes, but he also just
But Uzi to me didn't have like the longevity that Deft has. I know he was there for a
exactly.
while, but like there's some ups and downs for sure with Uzi.
There was ups and downs, uh, and I mean, Uzi was the 80 carry. To be fair,
Yeah, yeah,
what?
true.
Okay, so
Yeah, I like
Chovy at
4
4,
for Chovy, 5 for Deft.
which means he's
Yeah,
right there,
yeah, yeah. I like it. I like it. Put him
right
over.
over LeBron, or not
Whoa!
LeBron.
Oh man! Wow!
Gee, Kobe.
Yikes! I don't know if that's disrespectful to LeBron or disrespectful to Kobe. All right, ready for mine?
Now the more controversial one.
Is it controversial though? We got
Question.
perks, perks, perks,
Perks.
perks. I brought up perks because I don't know if you watched the Sackdown podcast where they had perks on there.
I have yet to. I've been meaning
Okay,
to. It's on
okay.
my list of stuff to watch.
Really good talk. But perks kind of talks about his career, also talks about his issues with heretics. It's kind of spicy. Um,
Right.
I don't know if you want the spoiler, but basically there's a conflict between him and management. So
Ah, okay.
they were telling him how to play the game. Let's just say that, like a team owner was telling him
Ooh.
how to play the game. And he was like, "Yeah, no, f you." And then they're like, "All right, we're gonna bench you." And he's like, "Well, might as well just cut me then."
Explore more options.
Yeah. So they're like, "Okay, fine." So
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Team owner should not be telling them how to play the game.
no, so
The only
no.
one that should is coaching.
Yep. Yeah. So I agree with perks on that. Um, yeah.
That's regardless of sport or anything.
Yeah.
The team owner should not be the one dictating how they play
No.
the game. They should have somebody hired for that.
Unless your team owner is Faker,
Uh, okay,
then there might be.
okay. I mean that this is a special case. If the team owner is essentially the coach as well, then yes.
Yes.
Like Bjergsen owned
Yeah, right. Bjergsen
TSM
owned
and he
TSM,
was
Faker owns
coaching, then
T1.
yes,
Like,
the owner's gonna tell you how to do it.
yeah.
Faker
Yeah.
owns T1. Like there are cases, yes,
There are
but
cases, yes. But even then, like, let's say you have like Michael Jordan owns the Charlotte Hornets or
mhm.
majority of the Charlotte Hornets. I don't know if he does anymore. I think he may have sold some of his shares. Um, but the game has like, yeah, you're gonna take advice from Michael Jordan. It's the greatest basketball player of all time.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But the game has also changed. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like he's not seeing the game every day. And it's the
No,
same situation like if Faker were to own T1, yeah, you're going to take a lot of advice from Faker. But at the same time, like if he's not playing and watching the game actively, there's certain things that you're going to be like, okay, yeah, you did that in, 2022 or 2024. The game is
but
different
this
now.
is a whole new game. Like
Right, yeah, like there's new characters, there's new. So, that's kind of the interesting part of League, and especially with our Hall of Fame is like I don't know if you listened to the dive where they talked about which team they would bring back and compete in the LCS now,
yeah,
and they talked about
and
2016 TM and the old Cloud9 rosters, and Medios is like, yeah, we would suck. He's like, there was
there's
80 champions when we played. Now there's 160. Like,
there's 160.
we would suck.
Everything
Like,
is new.
right? Yeah, we would have no idea how to play the game right now. We would get out macroed, out skilled. Like, he's like, we'd learn it. You give us 6 months, yeah, we'd probably be able to compete. But like, you just throw us in now, we'd be so
Heck no.
bad.
It'd be like playing an entirely new game.
Right,
He
exactly.
brought up a good point on that too, because we're always talking like, what team would you bring back to now?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like, what team now would you throw back to then?
true, true. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if we took T1 right now and threw it back against like 2013 SKT,
Honestly, if you take a lot of the teams that we have now, you maybe not the lower teams in the lower regions, but like, shoot, if we take Dignitas right now
take Dignitas,
and
put
put
him
them
back
back in
then,
2013 with the knowledge that they have right now, they
it'd be
they'd
insane.
probably win worlds, to be honest. Like, because just the level of play is so much different now than it is back in 2013.
Eh, yeah, no, it's so much higher now. I mean, everybody always talks about it, but like when Insect did his Insect the first time, like that
Mm.
was huge.
Well, it's like I Will Dominate's famous Gragas play.
Yeah,
How many times have we seen a Gragas do that now? Pretty much
how many
every
times have
Gragas.
I done that as a Gragas?
Okay,
Like,
don't get ahead of
no,
yourself.
no, I'm not getting ahead of myself on that one,
This
but
isn't
like
ARAM.
The E flash is
Right,
such
yeah.
a combo that you really need to know on Gragas.
Yeah,
If you're playing
absolutely.
any amount of Gragas, even
But
on
back then
ARAM,
that was like, what the heck? People
back
didn't
then that was
people
huge.
didn't use their flash like that back then.
No, the level of play is just so much better than it was then.
Yep. So,
No.
absolutely. Well, and it used to
Uh,
be back then. I remember like, because I first started watching in 2016. I think is when it was like 2015,
mhm.
2016. So I mean, I kind of I missed a lot of the early days. I don't know when you started watching, but
Around the same time.
around the same time. But even then, like, so you had your meta, but there were a lot of players that couldn't play the meta champion. Like, there's always that conversation of like,
Still an
oh,
issue.
they're really good on like one or two meta picks, and then the rest they're iffy.
Hmm.
And that was a lot of players were like that. Whereas now I feel like pretty much most of the pros can play most of the meta picks super well. They're gonna have
Uh,
their one or two champs that they're really good on, but most of them can play pretty much everything.
well, I mean, if you're looking at it, we both
Hmm.
have been very critical of APA for his champion pool, right?
Yes, yeah. In the past,
But if you
I
look
wouldn't
how
say
many
anymore, but
champions he plays that we put in his champion pool, like that would have been very common back in 2016.
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So the fact that he plays them to that high of a degree is impressive, and he has looked a lot better on meta stuff. I'm not hating on that. I actually really like his Tristana. He's really good at it.
Tristana's really nuts, actually. Like,
So, back to perks though.
anyways, yeah, we got way off topic. Perks.
Yeah, talk there.
I probably not the EU goat anymore. I think Caps has taken that title
Caps
from
has
him.
dethroned him there.
Definitely dethroned him. But I mean, Perks was the OG. Like,
Hmm.
he brought up G2 to what it is now.
Hmm.
Perks helped him get it there once he, you know, uh, switched over to 80 carry.
Yep.
But
That was a big thing as well
he was a really good 80 carry. He was a really good 80 carry. I think he
in
was
that meta.
in that meta. Yes, I mean his Zyra or his Zyra. No,
Zyra,
not Zyra. Zaya
Zaya
and his
Kaisa.
Kaisa were insane. They were so
Yep,
good.
they were so
Um,
good.
and
And his
like
Ezreal. His
his
Ezreal was
Ezreal was
also good.
also good. Yeah, true. But I mean, I'm pretty sure he was all pro on as an 80 carry and a
He
mid laner. Like that's pretty because it was what
impressive.
2018 I think 2018 2019 that they played together.
2019, 2020
Okay, so
was
he
the G2
was yep.
roster.
2020 spring first team all pro, 2019 summer first team all pro.
Okay, so yeah,
So that's pretty freaking nuts being all pro in two different roles. First team all pro in two different roles. Like that's pretty uncommon. That's pretty rare.
that's very impressive.
Um, and then being able to go back to mid lane and be an all pro in NA, first team all pro,
Not
and
even
win
just all pro, but get
championships.
to quarterfinals as well.
Yep. Like Perks was a really good um, player all around. Still is a really good player. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him come back. I think his yeah, I'm sure he sat out the rest of the year because of his contract. He probably had a contract that because EU does that where they don't like
Yeah,
buy
buying
out their
out contracts
contract.
is.
That's an NA thing. EU they make them sit for however long and then they
Mhm.
sign with the team. So I'm sure he'll be on a team come next split.
I imagine he will, and he seems like a player that would want to be on a team again.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, he did say in the sack down that if he doesn't get a team or an offer from a team that he wants to be on, then he'll just stay retired. So,
Okay, wow.
and he said he did say that contending team is not necessarily a priority. So we
Okay,
could see
well,
some interesting
maybe
things.
we'll
But
see some interesting rosters then.
I think Perks is an all time great player. I think he's definitely in our top 50.
All right, where though?
To me, I would probably put him around Bjergsen reckless level.
Okay.
I might even put him above Bjergsen. I don't know. That's tough. It's tough. Where would you put him?
I was thinking more like mid 30s ish.
Mid 30s? You think he's below Bjergsen reckless double lift?
It's hard to say, but I think Bjergsen, Reckless, and Doublelift have had more like social impact than
Okay,
Perks did, if that
that's
makes
fair.
sense.
That's fair. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so maybe like 34.
Yeah,
Put him
maybe
right
like
after.
34, maybe even bump Doublelift down,
Do double lift at 34, perks at 33.
maybe.
I don't know.
I
I
don't know.
I just
How
feel
are
like
you feeling
his.
about this?
I'm just looking at his international success. To me, that's huge. He was able to make Worlds
He won one
Finals,
MSI,
one
made World
MSI,
Final,
like
made multiple semifinals and quarterfinals at
right.
World.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, even before Caps, like he was pretty successful
Yeah,
internationally.
you're selling me on this. I'm thinking I'd be down for 29.
Yeah, and bumped Caps up to 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Caps still got the edge on him, but
Oh, Caps definitely has the edge on him.
I'm just yeah. My only thing is I'm looking at Bjergsen and I'm like, and he's probably better than Bjergsen. He's done more with his career than Bjergsen has. Socially, I agree with you. Bjergsen reckless double lift more impactful than Perks, but as far as like our Hall of Fame goes, yeah. Now, we can go ahead and do this. I think. Really put the
Yes. Umiyan,
yeah.
50 plus.
Really good 80 carry, but I mean limited in champ
Better mid
pool,
laner.
better mid laner for sure. So, but we'll give our respect to Umayan because that's just an iconic name too.
True.
And the fact
All
that he
right.
was willing to move to 80 carry, in my opinion, is pretty.
That was
That's pretty awesome
that is an awesome thing, I
because he
think.
saw what the potential would be if he moved to 80 carry and let Caps take over the mid lane.
And it was really good.
It was insane. Now the Caps 80 carry perks mid experiment, not
That was not a
great,
great split.
not a great experiment. That was a bit rough.
That one definitely felt more like a for fun split.
Oh, for sure. And I thought Perks actually played really well that split. I was like, okay, Perks could easily play mid lane again, but the Caps 80 carry was not great.
Was it?
Not great.
Uh,
But
all
all-time
right.
team G2, so good. We need to do top 50 teams. Is that gonna be our
Is
next
that our
thing?
next one?
Once we fill up our
Top
top
50
50,
teams.
We do top. We got a lot though. Like
No, we got a good
I'm
list going.
impressed. Yeah, we got a good list going. I'm waiting for the day that we're gonna bump somebody down and knock
Bump
them out
somebody
of
out of
the.
the 50.
Yeah, it'd be a tragic day. I'm looking at this though. I think we might have Con too low. I'll be honest. But
It's
anyways, we
hard.
can revisit some of these. Um, yeah, there's our top 50. So we added Deft number 5. Moved
And
Chovy up to
perks number
4.
29.
Moved Caps up to 28. Perks 29. Let's go. Which NBA player did you put perks on? Oh, that's Caps.
Uh,
Is that Reggie Miller? No, Reggie Miller's up there. Who is that? That's
dude, I'm
Steph?
so bad at.
I can't
Oh yeah,
see.
that might. No, I don't think that's Steph.
That's Steph. That's Steph Curry. That's Steph Curry. It's 100%
Okay.
Steph Curry.
I'm terrible with faces. I don't know if I've ever told you that. Like, I'm really bad.
To me, okay, I could see Caps being a Steph Curry. Like, when Steph Curry's hot, one of the best.
True.
Best ever. When Perks is feeling it, one of the best ever. Perks is not feeling it, whew,
Questionable.
questionable. All right, a Moo.
A Moo. Yeah.
Yeah, Mooster.
So our week, the champion of the week is a Moo this time.
Mm-hmm. Not a lot
Another
to pick from.
difficult one
Yeah.
like Action. Little easier than Action, I think, but Amumu has not seen a ton of pro play.
No. A little bit
His
recently in the sport role.
a little recently in the support role, but his main role is jungle, and he's very easy to counter jungle against,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's just a weakness that you can't bring into pro play because it will be exploited very heavily. So it doesn't
True,
come out
true.
very often. I mean, it did just come out last year, I think, as a counter pick in the jungle for
Yeah, there
NRG.
was a couple of picks. Yeah, a couple of times that they picked him in the. Yeah. Amumu. What's the first name that sticks out to you when you think of Amumu?
When I'm thinking of a Mumu, the first one that sticks out to me would be our Western name, Kuhi.
Okay, okay. I had a different Western name, but yeah, Huhi was
Okay.
up there for me. I
What
would
are you
say
thinking for Western?
Spica.
Spica did have his 4 games last year.
Spica looked really. He was the one in NA that would play it as a counter pick.
I'd be down, but we can do Spica on that.
But I definitely think Huhi Spica. Those are the two that I was like, okay, yeah, yeah. Those are the two that are really speak out to me.
Mhm.
I mean the play that I remember the most is in 2010. Kobe hit the World Cyber Games with his bandage toss. That's
Ah,
pretty iconic
yes,
play.
it is. So you want to
Prob-
put Kobe on there?
Probably his only iconic play. I don't think was a bad jungler. I don't remember. I mean, I didn't watch back then, but
He wasn't a bad jungler. I mean, he was.
he's not. I mean, it's the early days. Like
This was the early
most of
days of
them
the
are
league.
eh. But I
So
just remember that I've seen that bandage toss played. It's pretty iconic. Even to this day, it's a super standard bandage toss, but back in the day,
hey,
it was
it was
nuts.
huge.
Yeah,
Now you get 2 opportunities to do it.
true.
Charges on your queue. One person though that stands out to me actually. Beryl.
Barrel. Yep, I was gonna say barrel.
It's not his most iconic pick, I think, but he is the one that would bring out weird stuff like a Mumu. So, especially when a Mumu was big as a support.
I like it. I'm trying to think. I don't really think there's anybody. Are we not putting Hui on there on here?
We can do our first one with
Double Western.
double Western.
I don't think there's really a LEC team or player
There's nobody that
that
really
plays
stands
Mumu.
out to me for
Yeah.
LEC. I mean, we did just have Juhan pull it out,
Yeah. It looked
but
okay.
it looked okay. Got him a win, but
Yeah.
nothing really stands out for me from LEC or LPL. also.
Yeah, not really much to talk about with that. That's which is sad because I think Amumu is a cool champ, but
I know it's one of your favorites.
it is one of my favorites. He's a lot of fun to play. It's really satisfying when you can get a good
So
bandage toss ulti combo. It's game
his
changing.
ult is one of the best in the game.
Yeah, it's just his early game and his jungling is super easy to punish.
Very easy to
Even
punish.
for lower tier players can punish it pretty
Hmm.
easily. So it requires a lot of team coordination and sacrifice, which in the long run is not worth it for a champion like Mumu.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I like our list though. I like our list. I think that's pretty good for a Mumu. What's next week? What's a little teaser?
Next week. Um.
Where's the champion list?
Next week.
Oh,
Ooh,
Anivia. Well,
Anivia. We could
you
just do
get.
Anivia right
I
now.
was gonna
There's
say you
only
could.
one name to put on that.
There might be two. There might be two. If I'm remembering correctly, I'm pretty sure we had two decent LCS players that could play Anivia. One
I can't
especially.
think of the other one.
Well, if I remember correctly, the other one's in our top 50. Should we spoil it now or should we save it?
Up to you. We can save it.
Yeah, we could save it. But I will say, I think I remember Bjergsen playing pretty good in Nivea.
Yeah, maybe back in the day.
He had a very niche. It was a very niche counter pick, but I remember him
Mm,
playing a couple of Nivea games where it was frustrating as a TSM hater
hater.
to watch. It's like, yeah. Okay. Oh, Nidalee, yes.
Yes.
Again,
Please
please
stop.
stop. Please stop. Oh, you see her post in Discord here.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah, yeah. Okay. LEC playoffs.
okay. Well, okay, we can finish off our points, right?
Yeah.
We
Um,
had
which
3
rounds did
games.
we? It was the BDS or the KC BDS. Is that what we
Yeah, it
were
was
picking?
KC BDS that you got correct. I got games because it was,
Yeah.
and then
That series was
BDS.
actually pretty good. The BDS KC series. I thought it
That
was.
that series was good. It was fun to watch.
Casey should have won
Uh,
that series. That was rough. They should have.
this the next two are bad.
Yes. Yeah. I honestly don't even
Which
remember the BDS G2 series. I think I just scrubbed that from my memory.
I scripted a lot from my memory, just mostly because the finals was so horrendous.
It was so
But
freaking bad.
that
Like,
was,
how
I
can anybody
believe, a
watch the
3-2,
LEC still?
wasn't it?
I believe it was 3-2. And I BDS
3-1, 3-1.
3-1.
It was a 3-1.
That's right, but it was a lot of BDS throws again because
Uh,
G2 can't win on their own.
I I think it was I Will Dominate, but he brought up that like since losing to Fnatic, G2 has not had like a winning early game.
Yeah, I think he said they averaged like a 5k goal deficit at like 15 minutes or something like that. It's
Something like it's bad.
like against BDS, they came back from I think two 10k goal deficits or something like that. I can't remember what it was,
Something.
but it was awful.
It's
And they
it
just
doesn't
win.
bode well.
They just win mid game team fight after mid game team fight after, and it's just so
Hmm.
frustrating. It's like this is not going to win you anything when it comes to uh, international play.
No,
An Eastern team is not going to throw away that.
no. If I mean, if we look at last game of the finals, Fnatic gets up like 20 minutes into the game, gets up to like an 8K gold lead, right?
Yeah,
You would expect that game is done in the next 10 minutes easily.
No, Noah throws in ease, and as Israel lets
I
a team.
the game ended in the next 10 minutes,
Yeah, it's so
but
bad.
somehow your 8K gold lead meant absolutely nothing.
Is this the first worlds that we're gonna have in a team ranked higher than LEC team? Because I think TL right now is a better team
I
than
think
G2.
TL might be better team than
Cloud,
G2. If G2 is playing like they have
honestly,
been, then
the way
yes.
that Cloud9 is playing right now, they might be better than G2.
So yeah, you might be right, and we might just be coping really hard.
We could be coping, or maybe we're just really down on the LEC right now, or maybe both. Maybe both.
I think we should be down as hard as we are
We
on the
should.
LEC. It's been bad.
Honestly, I don't even know if I want to watch any of the finals.
I am starting to get
The
burnt out
semifinals.
of
I'm getting
LEC. It's
really
just been
burnt out on
so
LEC.
long.
Like anytime that they play, I'm like, oh, gosh, I don't want to freaking watch this. I have, gotta watch it for the podcast because we got to talk about it. But I'm like, do I just do the condensed highlights and watch, not have to watch the whole thing?
Maybe.
It's tempting.
Maybe.
It's really tempting. Um, so who ended up? Ooh, we were really close. So
I
is this the
believe
final tally
you.
of
I don't
points?
think this is the final tally, but you were leading and you got the one guess right, and then we went for the same guess. So you definitely won.
Okay. I mean, you did I win though? Is it winning?
It's a great
Is
question.
it actually winning?
Is it actually
Is
winning?
it actually winning?
Who knows? We do have the season finals coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if
We
you
get
want to talk
a
about
break.
them. You want to predict who we think is gonna. I don't know.
We
Do
can save
we?
that for
What are the?
next time
Yeah, because we have.
because
Oh yeah, it's not for a while. Holy crap, they have a long break.
I mean it's just a week break.
Still, for the LEC, that's a while.
Yeah. So they're off this week, but starting on August 10th, which is a Saturday, we will be back with Fnatic versus BDS and G2 versus
Hmm.
Mad Lions the day
I
after.
also like. I will say I like this bracket format so much better than their uh their summer bracket. Starting with
Yeah,
two teams down on the bottom. It's not the right teams to be down at the bottom, but at least one of them is not the right
it's
team.
it's the two teams that had to because they have to
Yeah, because the
seed
stupid
everybody based
freaking,
off of championship
which
points.
is the dumbest thing. But anyways,
Uh,
this format's much better. You get rid of that really bad first round.
and hopefully we'll get rid of Mad Lions quickly.
Please, 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 please,
Somebody get rid of them.
somebody, please beat them. They're so bad. They're so bad. Cloud9. North America. Cloud9 is in first place now. They
Hmm.
2-0'd and TL did not, so
That is
they
true.
pass him. Woo, math.
Well,
But
TL did 2-0 this week,
oh, it
but
was the week before they didn't 2-0.
week
The
before they
week before
didn't
they didn't 2-0.
2-0.
That's right.
So
That's right.
they are down a game. But they
To
are
be,
both undefeated and
they
playing
are.
each other this week.
Yes. And I'm excited for this matchup. I think it's gonna be really good. I hope
I
it's
hope
really
for
good.
a really good match. It'd be
I,
very disappointing if it wasn't.
I will say that TL is kind of on a not really a slide, but like there were times when Immortals looked decent against them, and then they Immortals and lost.
Lost anyway.
Yeah. Um, like TL was
I'm aware.
clearly the better team, but there were moments, there were flashes, especially like in the laning phase where Immortals looked pretty good.
Hmm.
I thought Castle actually,
Cloud9 looked just definitively better than NRG this week.
yes, and so to me, I kind of feel like Cloud9 might have the edge on TL. Um, but who knows? Maybe TL is just playing down to Immortals.
Or maybe Immortals was playing, having a good week.
Yeah,
It's possible.
it's hey, both are possible. You're hoping for
Both are
your Immortals
possible.
good week, but
I can dream.
yeah, one day, one day.
But yeah, I think that is the match of the week right there. TL versus
Oh, for
C9.
sure.
That is the one to watch.
Um, do we need to make 100 Thieves Immortals bet since those are our terrible teams that we support?
Or
Our both 1 and 4 teams.
you got a game up on me.
I do got a game up on you, but yeah, we're both on a 4 game. We're a 4 match lose streak, so
Yep.
not great. And we were both undefeated at one point. Uh,
True. We
um,
were.
and one of us will take definitive 6th place here. So, all
So
right,
what do you think?
should we make a bet? What's
I
our bet?
mean, you got to go for 100 Thieves. I got to go
Yeah,
for
well,
Immortals,
yeah, that's the
obviously.
bet. So, are we going? Do we just go straight up? Whoever wins. No game score, any of that. We'll just
I
straight
think
up whoever
just
wins.
whoever wins.
What are we betting? What's
What's collateral here?
what's collateral? Yeah, what are how about this? This is terrible. Whoever loses has to watch the LEC
The
finals.
LCS final
No, the LEC
season final.
season finals, and you have to stream your reaction to it.
All right, we can do that. Uh,
The painful reaction.
maybe not
Not the whole thing, but
the
we'll do
whole
like a
week.
round. We'll do like a round.
Yeah.
What if we'll do let's see what are our first matchups. Maybe we'll do G2 and DK. Make you watch G2 and DK. Or how about we'll do the loser round. One of the loser rounds.
We'll do one of the loser
We'll do
rounds.
like hopefully SK MDK or somebody.
Okay.
Cause that would be oh gosh, that would be awful.
It's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be bad either way, but we'll think of something. We'll think of something. Maybe not that, but we'll think of something.
All right.
All right. But that's our any other exciting matchups?
Mashups.
Maybe FlyQuest Shopify. Shopify looked really good.
They
They put
did
the
look
hurt down
better,
on Dignitas.
but it is Dignitas.
That
That's the
is.
whole caveat there.
Hey, but they busted out the Pantheon. The Gen mid,
And they almost lost.
and they almost did, but you know what? Almost doesn't count.
It's true.
Um, no, they looked. I thought Boogie looked really good this weekend.
Yeah, no,
His
Boogie definitely
brand was
slotted
really
in really
good.
well.
Yeah, he just provides better direction for the team. That's kind of what they were lacking with somebody directing and telling them what to do. So
Hmm. And just that seniority, leadership.
right, yeah,
That is a big thing that they were lacking.
for sure. So I thought he looked really good in that role.
Well, we
Um,
will see how they do against FlyQuest. I kind of still expect FlyQuest to 2-0 them.
I think so too. I really do. I think the pretty much the only good matchup. I think NRG Dig. I feel like it'll be a 2-0 for Dig. If we're gonna make some predictions here, I guess. 100 Thieves Immortal might be close, but I could also see it one team getting a jump early
Yeah,
and then it's done.
TLC 9 should be
That
close.
should be a good one. To me, that's the best matchup, and then I could see. I think Fly will probably 2-0 Shopify, but you never know.
Hey,
You never know.
I still would rather watch any of these best of threes over that
Oh,
finals again.
oh my gosh, 100%, 100%.
So,
Which that's really sad for the LEC.
oh yeah, no, that is very, very
That's really depressing.
disappointing.
And I wouldn't be surprised if I'm actually surprised we haven't seen some type of announcement of LEC losing teams or cutting back. Just with
I
every other league in the world is, I know they keep saying that they're up like 20% in viewership or whatever,
it's
but that's because they have a lot of co-streams with big
yeah,
time
they opened
viewers.
up new co streams and
Yeah,
stuff,
so I'm
so
like, I
makes
feel like
sense.
it's inflated, but I could see them still cutting back just for profitability.
Yeah, and I
Cut
think
down to
the
8.
league would also look better if it was only 8 teams,
Agreed.
not the full
Agreed.
10.
Agreed. It's just what 2 teams do you cut? Because one
Oh, there
thing
are many
EU does
options.
have is they have pretty decent sized fan bases for most of their teams.
There are options to cut though.
There are options. I would personally, I would cut Rogue and probably Giant X.
Yeah,
Just based on, you have to keep K Core for the fan base.
you got to keep K-Core. You kind of have to keep Mad.
Yeah, you got to keep Mad and K Core. Those are locked. G2 is a lock. Fnatic's a lock. Those 4 are locks. The other ones you can kind of play around with. To me, Vitality is a lock because I think they have a pretty large French fan base,
I think so.
and I think Heretics has a
Um,
pretty large Spanish fan base.
I think Giant also has a large Spanish
I think they do.
fan base.
So I mean, there's
Um,
what 7 right there that you're probably keeping. So then it's between. Wait, wait? Yeah, that's.
SK, BDS.
Wait, was that 7 or was that 6? That we're
I don't know.
keeping.
I wasn't counting.
Let's see. G2, Fnatic, K Core, Heretics, Giant X, Mad Lions, Vitality. Yeah, it's 7. So you're keeping 1 between BDS, SK, and Rogue. Oof.
Well,
I would keep
we
SK just because I like their team.
same.
But yeah,
This is all to be seen. They could
yeah,
not cut
yeah. They
teams.
could go just 10 deep and keep keep things the same. But I heard Rogue was trying to get out of their spot. So I wouldn't be surprised if another team kind of hops in with that.
True. So
Plus, I believe I don't think the LEC teams are based out of. A lot of them are not based out of Berlin.
yes,
Oh,
most of them are
are
not
right, and then
based
they
in Berlin.
fly or transport their team over to
Well, I
Berlin
think the
for
team they have. Uh,
like a hub where they kind of practice and stuff.
I want to say most of like the actual teams
Hmm.
are in Berlin, but like the organizations aren't based in Berlin,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is different than NA because NA everybody is in. Everybody's close by.
I'm just curious because I know that uh Berlin is or Germany in general is a really expensive place to have a business because there's a lot of labor and business laws and taxes that make it tough. So,
True.
because I know there's like a certain wage and time off requirements and like uh sustainability requirements, like how your work environment is, and like there's a lot of different laws and requirements for in Berlin and Germany in general for teams for businesses. So I don't know if that's a factor in some teams, but I'm sure that is. That's probably a big
Huh.
money
I'm
spender.
sure it definitely is. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean every team's they're trying to run. I mean it's a business. They're trying to run as little cost as they can and make as much profit as they can. You know,
Yep.
but
That's exactly how it is. So
that's how it goes. Well, do you have any thing else you want to discuss or talk about? I think we're pretty much
I think we're pretty good
out of
there.
topics here. We actually got through everything this week, so that's pretty good.
So yeah.
That's that's a first sometimes on this. We don't.
Oh yeah. No. So there's quite a few times that we don't make it through everything that we wanted to talk about. So
Right, yeah.
glad
Um,
we did.
any parting words of wisdom?
Just once again, please stop.
Please stop picking Italy. Please stop watching the LEC. I'm just kidding. No, watch the LEC if you're interested in the LEC, but yeah.
Don't come to us if you're bored
Yeah, true.
or crying or internally cringing.
Or all three at the same time.
All
All
right.
right, well, that's it from us. See you later.